If you follow the trading space online, then you probably know this man right here. This is Arty. His channel is called The Moving Average and he posts a lot of great content. He runs a community called the Trading Floor that helps to develop traders into pros. The platform also offers pre-built strategies. In this video I am going to show you the strategy I used and how I made such huge returns. Please click subscribe and let's get straight into it. To start, I'm on NAS 100 on the 1 minute time frame. The first thing we are going to do is open the Indicators tab. The Trading Floor provides these awesome indicators right here that we can use or build off. We will be using Brute Force V2. Add this to your chart and then double-click the indicator. Once the settings are open, I'm just going to change the style to all black. You can leave it on as an extra confirmation for trend, but the rockets always agree with direction. Next, open up inputs. There are a lot of settings here and this is where the magic happens. We will be changing the MA length to 200 and make sure it's set to exponential. Now that we have set the moving average length to 200, the general rule of thumb is when a rocket symbol paints above, it's a valid buy, and when it paints below, it's a sell, but we still have a few more things to add as it's not ready yet. The second indicator we want to add is called BTMMTDI. Add this one to your chart. Let's open the settings and clean this up. We won't be focusing so much on the actual TDI indicator, but more on the background color and trend dots. Let's untick these 5 boxes right here to tidy it up. This will make the strategy super beginner friendly with no guessing. There are 2 more pieces to this profitable puzzle. The first is an indicator called the chandelier exit. We will be using this as a stop loss level and also a third confirmation. Double-click on the settings and go to inputs first. For this to work, change the period to 3 and the multiplier to 2.5. This will give us the best area to place our stop loss to maximize profits safely. Now go back to style and only leave long stop and short stop on. You can change the colors if you like. Now that the strategy is all built and ready, the final piece to the puzzle is the rules we must follow and also when. As you can see, my time zone is UTC London. Rule number 1 for this strategy is we will only be taking trades between the hours of 7 AM and 9 AM UK time. Let's put a box around that so it's easier for you guys to see. Rule 2, during this time we are only allowed to take a maximum of 2 valid trades. This really helps with consistency and avoids too many losses in a choppy market. As you can see, during this time frame there was only one rocket that paint. For a valid sell we must see a sell rocket paint, the chandelier exit indicator must be above the candle meaning a downtrend, and the TDI indicator must have red trend dots. Having a red background is also a bonus, but the dots are important for early entry. Everything lines up on this trade, so it is valid. Enter on the close of the candle and set the stop loss to the chandelier exit line. Rule 3 is to split your risk into 2 positions per trade. One will target 2RR and the other will trail. We take a 2 risk to reward to lock in profits and then trail because we never really know how far a trend will move. So much money is left on the table, so let's grab it. The second trade still open will trail until the TDI background changes from red to blue on candle close. That is a safe exit and ensures that we catch a large but safe amount of the move. The first trade would have hit 2RR and the second trade over 5RR, lovely profits made. Let's go back and draw a box on the previous day. The idea with this strategy is to stay consistent. Only trade 2 hours a day and don't break any of the rules shown in this video. Let's box off on the previous day. Remember, all we care about is 7 AM to 9 AM. Any trade before or after is not valid to us. Feel free to test different time frames that work for you. A few rockets painted during this time frame, so let's check them out. Remember, we are only taking the first 2 valid trades. This is important for consistency. The first rocket would have been valid as it closed above the 200 EMA. The chandelier exit was below and the TDI showed blue dots. It is clear that this trade would have hit stop loss, so let's move on. Losing is just as important in trading, remember that. This next sell was valid and we have red dots, so let's enter. Again we'd open 2 positions. The first position has a set take profit of 2 risk to reward. Only when that take profit is hit, that's when we start to watch the TDI background color to exit the second trail trade when ready. The close of this candle is where the TDI would have told us to exit, so it is safe to close the trail here. If we go back to the previous Friday before the weekend and draw a box, we can also see that there was a sell rocket that painted with a nice run to the downside. Let's have a look. This first trade here would have been valid and hit our stop loss at the chandelier line. This second trade right here though would have been the money maker. Let's set a short position at the close of the candle with the rocket on. The first position opened on this trade will be set to 2 risk to reward, remember. As you can see, the take profit would have hit and the trade would have closed. We then watch for the trail position and wait till TDI tells use to close. Our confirmation to exit the second trade will be met here on this candle. Here is a full breakdown of the trading strategy I have tested with brute force to make it even more profitable. Feel free to take a screenshot or pause the video and write it down. These are the full results from this strategy for the year so far. Amazing results. A 42% gain in just a few weeks is impressive. Thank you for watching today's video. Please subscribe, and if you enjoyed then click this video here.